After months of deliberation, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders announced Tuesday that he is running for president again in 2020. It will be Sanders' second consecutive bid for the Democratic nomination after losing to Hillary Clinton in 2016. What I promise to do is, as I go around the country, is to take the values that all of us in Vermont are proud of, our belief in justice, in community, in grassroots politics and town meetings. That's what I'm going to carry all over this country, Sanders said in his announcement on Vermont Public Radio Tuesday morning. Sanders enters the 2020 race as one of the frontrunners, a remarkable turn for the Democratic Socialist who, 3 years ago, was viewed as a protest candidate from the political fringe. Today, Sanders is one of the most popular politicians among Democratic voters, and his policy agenda, a suite of progressive proposals to expand health care, broaden the social safety net and make higher education free, has been embraced by many of the Democratic Party's leading figures. I can tell you very happily, and I think any objective observer would confirm what I'm saying, is that in the last year and a half or so, the Democratic Party has moved in a far more progressive direction than they were before I ran for president, he said in an interview with CNN last year. But in the run-up to his announcement, Sanders and top aides insisted the decision would ultimately turn on a much simpler question: whether he was the best candidate to defeat President Donald Trump next year. Sanders begins his campaign this time around with a higher profile and better organized base of support, but rather than having a single establishment favorite to fight, perhaps a dozen other candidates with wide and often overlapping appeal are already pursuing the nomination. That includes as many as a half-dozen credible progressive hopefuls who, though not social democrats in the Sanders mold, share many of his policy priorities and political style. The primary field will also be more racially diverse and, on average, younger. Less than 2 months into the year, 5 of his Senate colleagues are either running or exploring campaigns, including 4 of the 6 women in the race.